So just a little recap for those of you who may not know what's going on, but you had TPUSA who called out Candace Owens, right? Now they called her out due to her saying, hey, everyone who is giving money to TPUSA, you should request a refund. Now y'all know you can't play with them pockets. You don't, that's not how, if she wants to go bye-bye the way of the dinosaur, if she wants to go get Charlie Kirk, that's the surefire way to do it, is playing with people's pockets. Candace responds, hey, that's too short of a notice. We can do it live stream. We can do it via live stream. They're like, nah, you gotta be in person, okay? And you decided not to show up in person, so be it. This is where it starts getting good, because now we're divided by two camps. Please understand this before you start thinking logically and critically. Throw that out the window. Logic, critical, fruit, throw that out the window. We're dealing with a white, ignorant base.
This is the showdown nobody saw coming, but everyone secretly wanted. The drama inside Turning Point USA has reached a fever pitch, and the internet is eating it up. Candace Owens, never one to back down from a fight, is now going head-to-head with Erika Kirk, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The official story is under fire, the base is divided, and the only thing everyone agrees on is that the truth is about to get messy. Let's get everyone up to speed. If you haven't been following, here's the quick recap. TPUSA called out Candace Owens after she told her followers, if you've given money to TPUSA, you should request a refund. That's right, she went straight for the jugular, and you know you can't mess with people's pockets. That's the fastest way to get yourself erased in conservative politics. If Candace wanted to go by the way of the dinosaur, that was the surefire way to do it. But she didn't stop there. She made it clear, if you want to get to the bottom of Charlie Kirk's death, you have to follow the money. TPUSA's response? They demanded Candace show up in person for a debate. Candace, always ready for a live stream, said, let's do it online. TPUSA said, no, it has to be in person. And just like that, the lines were drawn. Two camps, two narratives, and zero trust between them. Now, here's where it gets wild. The pro-TPUSA crowd is saying, she had more than 12 days notice. She's a millionaire, her husband is a billionaire, she could have made it work. They're calling her out for dodging, for making excuses, for not showing up when it mattered. Meanwhile, Candace's supporters are saying, she has kids, it was her husband's birthday, it was a holiday weekend, she can't just drop everything and fly to Phoenix. It's a stalemate, and nobody's backing down. But let's be real, this isn't about logistics. This is about power, ego, and who gets to control the narrative. Candace knows it, Erika knows it, and everyone watching knows it. The excuses are just window dressing for a much bigger fight. Candace, never one to let a challenge go unanswered, fired back, if Erika Kirk is going to be there, and if you're implying I can sit across from her and bring my team, including my husband, then make the offer through the proper channels. Let's go over the timelines, the evidence, the receipts. But don't play games with me. She's not just asking for a debate, she's demanding a reckoning. But here's the thing, Candace isn't just fighting TPUSA. She's fighting a system that's built on authority, tradition, and a very specific kind of hierarchy. When she says, I can't go, my husband said no, she's playing into the tradwife narrative that so many in the conservative base love. It's a move straight out of the sales playbook, appeal to authority, deflect responsibility, and make it impossible for your critics to argue. If the husband says no, that's the end of the story. No one in the base is going to challenge that. But for the rest of us, it feels off. Why can't Candace make her own decisions? Why does she need her husband's permission to show up and defend her claims? Is this a hostage situation, or just another layer of the game? The answer depends on which side you're on, but one thing is clear, the excuses are piling up, and the audience is getting restless. Meanwhile, TPUSA is playing their own game. They know that attacking Candace directly is risky, she's got a massive following, and every attack just makes her look more like a martyr. So instead, they're leaning into the narrative that she's unstable, egocentric, and out of her depth. They're calling her Candace, mocking her marriage, and painting her as a YouTuber who's gone rogue. It's a classic move, discredit the messenger, and you don't have to answer the message. But Candace isn't backing down. She's made it clear that she's not afraid to go after Erika Kirk, even if it means taking on the entire TPUSA machine. And that's what makes this so explosive. Erika isn't just another political widow, she's the final boss. She's got the sympathy card, the grieving mother card, the CEO card, and the faith card. She's untouchable, and everyone knows it. But Candace doesn't care. She's coming for Erika, and she's coming hard. She's questioning the timelines, the evidence, the official story. She's asking the questions that everyone else is too afraid to ask. And she's doing it in a way that's making the base nervous. Because if Candace can take down Erika, she becomes the new boss. She becomes the one who controls the narrative. And that's what this is really about, control. Who gets to decide what happened to Charlie Kirk? Who gets to tell the story? Who gets to be the hero, and who gets to be the villain? Candace is betting that the truth is on her side, and she's willing to risk everything to prove it. But Erika isn't going down without a fight. She's got the organization, the donors, and the media on her side. She's playing the long game, and she knows that as long as she keeps her cool, she can weather the storm. She's not going to give Candace the showdown she wants. She's going to keep doing what she's always done. Smile for the cameras, talk about faith and healing, and let the rumors swirl. The base is divided. Some are rooting for Candace, convinced that she's the only one willing to speak the truth. Others are standing by Erika, believing that she's the only one who can carry on Charlie's legacy. And in the middle are the rest of us, watching as two of the most powerful women in conservative media go to war. But here's the twist. This isn't just about Candace and Erika. It's about the future of TPUSA, the direction of the conservative movement, and the power of the internet to shape reality. The stakes are higher than ever, and the outcome is anything but certain. As the battle rages on, one thing is clear: the official story is under fire, and the truth is getting harder to find. The next moves from Candace, Erika, and TPUSA could change everything. And as the internet keeps digging, the pressure is only going to build. The standoff between Candace Owens and Erika Kirk has become the talk of the internet, and the drama is only getting hotter. As the debate over TPUSA's official story rages on, the base is splitting into factions, and the stakes are getting higher by the day. What started as a challenge over a live stream has turned into a full-blown war of words, with both sides digging in and refusing to back down. Let's break down what's really happening here. On one side, you have the TPUSA loyalists, who are convinced that Candace is dodging, making excuses, and refusing to show up for a face-to-face confrontation. They point out that she had plenty of notice, that she has the resources to make it happen, and that her reasons for not attending, kids' holidays, her husband's birthday, are just convenient ways to avoid the heat. To them, Candace is running scared, hiding behind her family and her YouTube channel, and refusing to answer the tough questions. On the other side, you have the Candace camp, who see her as a truth-teller, a warrior fighting against a corrupt system. They argue that the invite was disingenuous, that the timing was impossible, and that Candace has every right to put her family first. They see TPUSA's insistence on an in-person debate as a power play, a way to control the narrative and stack the deck against her. For them, Candace is the only one willing to stand up to the machine and demand real answers. But here's where it gets really interesting. Both sides are playing to their audiences, using every trick in the book to win the battle of public opinion. TPUSA is leaning hard into the trad wife narrative, painting Candace as someone who can't make her own decisions without her husband's approval. They're using her family as a shield, knowing that their base will respect the authority of a husband and the importance of family values. It's a smart move, and it's working, at least with their core supporters. Candace, on the other hand, is playing the long game. She knows that every attack only makes her look more like a martyr, more like the only one willing to speak the truth. She's using the controversy to build her brand, to rally her followers, and to position herself as the outsider fighting against the establishment. She's not just challenging Erika Kirk, she's challenging the entire conservative media ecosystem. And then there's Erika. She's the final boss, the one with all the cards. She's a grieving widow, a mother, a CEO, and the face of TPUSA. She's got the sympathy of the base, the support of the donors, and the power of the organization behind her. But she's also under more scrutiny than ever before. Every move she makes, every word she says, is being analyzed for signs of weakness, for cracks in the facade. The real genius of Erika's strategy is her ability to play both sides. She can be the strong, stoic leader when she needs to be, but she can also play the victim, the grieving widow, the woman who just wants to protect her family. She's got the faith card, the family card, and the legacy card, and she knows how to use them. But as the pressure mounts, even Erika is starting to show signs of strain. The internet is loving every minute of it. Every new development, every leaked message, Every cryptic tweet is dissected and debated by millions. The story has become a living, breathing thing, one that refuses to die, no matter how hard anyone tries to bury it. And as the battle between Candace and Erika heats up, the rest of the conservative world is being forced to pick sides. But here's the thing, this isn't just about two women fighting for control of a narrative. It's about the future of TPUSA, the direction of the conservative movement, and the power of the internet to shape reality. The stakes are higher than ever, and the outcome is anything but certain. As the debate rages on, both sides are digging in. TPUSA is doubling down on their official story, refusing to release new evidence or answer tough questions. They're betting that their base will stick with them, no matter what. Candace, meanwhile, is ramping up her attacks, promising more receipts, more leaks, and more truth bombs. She's betting that the public is hungry for answers, and that the pressure will eventually force Erika and TPUSA to come clean. But the real question is, who will blink first? Will Erika finally step up and defend the official story, or will Candace's relentless pressure force her to crack? Will TPUSA's base stay loyal, or will they start to question the narrative they've been fed? And what happens if the truth turns out to be even messier than anyone imagined? The stakes couldn't be higher. For Candace, this is about more than just a debate. It's about her reputation, her brand, and her place in the conservative movement. For Erika, it's about protecting her family, her legacy, and the organization her husband built. And for TPUSA, it's about survival. The wrong move could mean the end of the organization as we know it. As the days go by, the pressure is only going to build. The internet isn't done digging, and every new leak, every new rumor, every new piece of evidence is going to be picked apart by millions. The story has become a living, breathing thing, one that refuses to die, no matter how hard anyone tries to bury it. And as the dust settles, one thing is clear, the truth always finds a way out. No matter how many PR campaigns, no matter how many carefully crafted statements, no matter how many people try to control the narrative, the truth has a way of coming to light. And when it does, it changes everything. If you want to keep up with the real stories behind the headlines, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Here at Spotlight Vault, we bring you the facts, the drama, and the truth behind the internet's biggest moments. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Whose side are you on, and do you think the official story will hold? See you in the next video.